arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
All right, everybody, here we go. Today on Tattletales, you're going to have a riotous time because we've got riotous people up there, and I think if we don't win them a lot of money, we're going to have a riot right here in the studio. In fact, here they are, winning money today for the blue section, Mr. Richard Dawson and his gal, Jody Donovan. I see that you're dressed appropriately for the blue section.
Yes, well, I dressed a little hurriedly.
You look terrific. How are things going on Match Game 76?
Well, they're just doing fine, and also Match Game PM, you know.
Match Game PM, yes.
See every week, once a week. We give a lot of money away.
Isn't that terrific?
That's a nice show.
Really? Yeah.
Sure.
It's so much fun. I haven't done it in a long time, and I miss it.
You must come and visit.
I will. I thank you. I'd love to do that. And Jody, you must come and visit us more often as well.
Oh, thank you.
Drag Richard in here with you, will you?
I'd love to.
Winning money today for the banana section from That's My Mama, Mr. Clifton Davis and his gal, Lorraine Bond.
Hello, Bert.
Cliff.
Professor.
I must say, you are a snappy dresser. You really are.
Oh, well, you're very kind. Thank you.
It looks very nice, doesn't it? Yes. You make me want to straighten my tie, you know. Lorraine, how are you, darling?
I'm fine.
You all set to go?
All set.
Are you having fun? Is this your first time on television?
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes.
Well, you're so poised, and it just doesn't look like you're giving it a moment's notice. Oh, yes. Do you believe that? Clifton's out here taking credit for it. He's going on. In other words, he can pick them, is what he's saying. Thank you for coming. Winning money today for the red section, ladies and gentlemen, from MASH, Mr. William Christopher and his wife, Barbara.
Another snappy dresser.
Yes, right. Well, yes, Father McKay. It certainly has been a pleasure having you with us.
Yeah, well, that's my mash voice. I have my blessings that I pick up from 20th Century Fox that I pass out once a week.
Yes.
And now we're on Tuesday night, and I think we're really getting them out there.
Yes, you're a hit, is what it's commonly called, a hit on CBS with MASH, and it's terrific to have you with us. Barbara, how are you, darling?
I'm just fine, Bert.
And by the way, is this your first time on television, too, these past few days?
No, it's not my very first. But
close to it.
Yeah, I was on MASH this year. And
oh, you were?
A little bit of nepotism there.
Why not? All right, if you're ready, ladies, here's the first question. It's worth $150. Ladies, you have to enter your guy in one of two beauty contests. One is to find out the man with the most handsome face, and the other is to find out the man with the best-looking body. In which do you think he would do better? Think that one over. We're getting some chuckles out here. Goodbye, ladies. We'll find out in a minute. Richard, you find this rather amusing, it seems.
Well, I've seen my face and my body, and I do. But, of course, Jody being blinded by love...
Yes. Which contest?
Will probably choose Clifton. Probably she would say my face, I guess.
She'd say your face.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
wouldn't,
one.
but she would.
You will enter the contest. You have to enter your guys, the way we put it. So she will put you in the contest for face.
Yeah, with a very chic hood over it.
Yes. Something very sweet. Never.
Yes.
All right, here she comes. Jody, you've got a choice of two beauty contests in which to enter Richard. One for the body, one for the face. Which will you enter him in?
He has a beautiful body and a beautiful face, but I'm going to pick the face.
That's the one. What? Yes. I'm glad you didn't say body because he was about to show us, I think. Did you want to show us your body? Oh, yes. Thank you, Jody. Clifton, what will Lorraine say? Bit of a problem.
Well, I've just lost a few pounds that I needed to lose. Can you imagine, as skinny as I am, having a little tire?
No.
I had a little tire there.
Well, on you, it was an inch or two.
Got rid of it. So the body is okay now.
Yes.
But it ain't brilliant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
OJ, I ain't.
Oh.
So I think she might say the face.
She'll say the face. The face contest.
What do you think, bananas? Okay. I'd come in. There's a couple of ladies said body.
It's also a guy who said the body, right in the front row.
I gotta go with the face, and those of you who wanted to see the body, meet me at my car.
All right, we'll talk later. You'll say the face. Here comes Lorraine. See what she says. Lorraine, what will it be now? You've got a beauty contest. You have to enter him into one of them. Which one will it be? The one for the body or the one for the face?
I'm going to say the one for the body.
No, that's not what Clifton said. The guy in the front row said, see, Clifton, I told you.
I'm glad you dig this body.
You come out a winner either way, Lorraine. Except the banana section does it, that's all. Sorry about that. Bill, what will Barbara say? Which contest?
Well, my face is right out here where we can all see it.
Yes,
so
it's true.
I think that lets that out pretty well. And beneath the sloppy sweatshirt is a body of bands of steel.
Yes,
really.
of course.
I mean, there may be a rubber tire there, but that comes and goes. And the face just stays on and on. So I think I have to be entered for a body contest.
The body, all right. Okay.
I think so. You Red Side, you may not believe it, but you haven't seen all.
Yes, it's true. Okay, you say the body.
I'm flattered, but...
There's people in the red section yelling, face! Face! No, but you're going to stick with the body. Here she comes.
Yeah. For sheer beauty.
Bring on Barbara, please. Barbara, you have to enter Bill into one of two beauty contests. Will it be the one for the body or the one for the face?
Oh. Does neatness count? Body.
Yes!
He loves me.
Barbara Williams, Tony and Richard split the opening pot. We'll come back in a moment. We got a lot more pots to split. Don't you go away. Stay right where you are. See you in a moment. Stay there.
Ready to play?
Four.
Say it again.
Four.
Four.
I really need...
Okay, question number 2 coming up. This is it. If you're ready, ladies, worth $150. Are you set? Ladies, we'd only ask this question of happy people, which you obviously are, says here on my card. If you had to choose, would you like to lead a more exciting life or a more tranquil life? I guess than the life you lead right now. Would you like to lead a more exciting life or a more tranquil life? Think it over. Good question. We'll find out. I think everybody's going to answer this one at home the way they always do. I know I'm thinking about it now. Clifton, what will Lorraine say? We're asking her, by the way.
How, yeah.
But that I think...
Well, the kind of life she leads now is a little bit of both, which is kind of nice, you know. Makes her happy. Yeah, I'm kind of happy. I think she'd say tranquil.
More tranquil.
More tranquil, yes. Definitely. Definitely.
Because it's a little wild at the moment. And
peace, very important
All
thing.
right. She will say more tranquil. Here she comes. Which will it be if you had your choice, Lorraine? Would you like to lead a more exciting life or a more tranquil life?
I think I'm going to say exciting.
No, that's not what Clifton said.
Listen, I love excitement.
Not enough. You can never get enough? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Sorry about that, Lorraine. But Clifton now knows that...
now I know
you got to step up the activity there.
That we got to go dancing a little more often.
Got to do something. Sorry about that. Bill, what will Barbara say?
Well, I have a young face, but I've been married 17 years, and although it doesn't show in my face, sometimes I think I'm coming apart at the seams.
Gee, I'm glad we didn't see your body on that last question now.
Inside here.
Oh.
And I think my wife feels somewhat the same. We're not as young as we used to be, even though we don't look it. And I think a little tranquility administered to... We have a couple of children and a new dog. And I'm not sure I'm going to make it through the Christmas holidays. I think a little more tranquility.
A little more tranquility.
A little more maybe I never got to the real point of the meat of the matter, but it's tranquility.
No, you got to the meat of it, and the fat, and the gristle, and the gravy.
I don't always.
You will say more tranquility.
I like to sneak up on my answer.
I got who it is. Barbara, if you had to choose, would you like to lead a more exciting life or a more tranquil life?
Well, based on the last couple of weeks, I think I'll vote for tranquility.
Absolutely right. Barbara, what's been going on the last 2 weeks that make you wish for tranquility? Tranquility.
Well, I don't know.
Been that hectic, eh?
That's, well,
Oh,
I don't know.
won't
A lot
pry. I
of,
didn't mean
well, we
to.
have a new puppy, for one thing.
Yes,
that
well,
tends
then-
to make life untranquil.
Oh, I know. Keeps you up all night, and you have to get out a lot of newspapers for the floor. I know what you mean. Thank you, Barbara. I won't push that.
We also
Richard?
have to pay the bills.
Yes, right. What will Jody say?
Well, now, the sort of excitement we have in our life, the last exciting thing that happened was going to your July 4th barbecue party.
Yes.
You remember how exciting that was?
It was. But was it bad?
No, it was, but it wasn't the height of... in fact, we all took no-dos, if I remember, to watch the parade go by. I would think Jody would say a more exciting life.
More exciting.
That's what I feel.
Okay, let's see what she feels.
If not,
What?
she'll say the other one.
That's,
But I think she'll say that.
your first choice is...
Yes, but it'll be either one. But I will say exciting.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to be sure that you're sure.
On the other hand?
On the other hand, it could be. You'll say more exciting. Bring her on. Jody, you have your choice. Would you like to lead a more exciting life or a more tranquil life?
I have no complaints because my life is pretty exciting now, but I could always use more excitement. So
That's what the man says. You're right. You got it. Jody and Richard, Barbara and Bill, split it pot in half. We'll change places at halftime. Will you most of the rear, please, sir? I want to thank you. I will come back in a moment. I won't do come back. Don't move to the rear. Stay where you are. And then come back for the second half.
This is a...
All right, here we go. We have changed places. I have the ladies with me, and if you are ready, I am ready. Gentlemen, here we go. Clifton, so far you're batting 1,000 out here.
Yeah, 0.
El Zippo on the board there, but you can catch up. We have had people come from behind on the last question and win it.
No kidding.
Yes, it's happened.
Well, I hope it happens again.
Right, it's happened.
Yeah, so did the bananas.
Well, it might. It's only happened twice in 472 shows.
I see.
But it's happened. Here we go. This question is worth $150, so you've got 2 more to go. What would you say is the biggest mistake you ever made in your life? There's a good one. Think that one over. Goodbye, fellas. We'll start with you, Barbara.
What will Bill say?
What will Bill say is the question, yes.
Oh.
Unless you happen to have an opinion.
This is terrible. I can't think of... I'm sure he must have made a mistake or two in his life. What is the biggest mistake he's ever made?
What was that, fellas? I heard
Was that my team saying that?
a little rumble out there.
Biggest mistake he's ever made. I think, well, I don't know if he'll say this. I think it was a mistake for him not to come to California right after he got out of the Army.
Aha, where did he go?
New York.
And how long did he spend in New York?
8 years.
8 years.
No, that's not going to be...
Well, but he
it.
might feel that, you know.
He might.
Being an actor, timing is everything.
Oh dear.
You think that's what he thinks? Has he said that to you?
I don't know.
Remember, the red section hasn't lived with you for 18 years.
Well, that's true.
They don't know.
They feel like that, but no, I'll stay with that.
You're going to stay with that. The biggest mistake was going to New York right out of the Army instead of coming here.
Well, yes, not going to New York, but not coming to California.
No matter where he went. Not coming here instead of going to New York or anyplace else. All right, here he comes. Let's see what he says.
Oh,
wait a minute. You thought of something else? Is it too late, Ira? Barbara thought of something else.
no, that's okay.
You want to change your story?
No,
Are you sure, Barbara? We can take Bill right off the screen here. Whatever you want to do. We have total power over him. Want to take him off or you want to leave it?
No, I'll stay with that.
You're going to stay with it. Bill, what do you think? What would you say is the biggest mistake you ever made in your life?
I think she should have changed. It's a toughie. But I think all in all, it might be the fact that I waited so long before I came out to California.
That's it! You got it!
I love it.
You believe that? All right. Incredible. That's wonderful. That's wonderful game playing. That is great fun. You know, that's wonderful because we all wanted you to change because I think everyone here felt that Barbara had found the real good answer. And she didn't change it and you nailed it. That's exciting. Thank you, Bill.
She probably said it because I didn't get married earlier.
Oh, no?
No.
What were you going to change it to, Barbara?
No, I don't want to say.
You want to say?
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
All right, Jody, what will Richard say? What is the biggest mistake he ever made in his life?
I think after I answer this question, he'll say the biggest mistake was that he brought me on Tattletales with him, because this is a shot in the dark.
Right.
And I'm saying this. I'm saying this is very serious, but saying that getting married, because once we were on Tattletales before, he had a question about whether people in show business should marry, and he said no, they shouldn't. Shouldn't marry each other because there's so many divorces and everything. So I'm going to say that.
Ah, all right. You're going to go from past experience and say that he will say the biggest mistake
I don't know any other
that ever made in his life was getting married. All right.
Oh.
Here he comes. Oh, that's a good choice. A lot of people in the red section wanted that on the other side over there. Shh, don't say a word. Here he comes. Richard, what would you say is the biggest mistake you ever made in your life?
Thinking Nixon was innocent. It's the hardest question I've ever had, you see, because I don't make mistakes.
Yes, of course.
Jody knows that.
It's tough to be perfect, God knows.
It is, but it's worth it in the end. The biggest mistake, I honestly can't. Well, I turned down a job last year that was for $250,000, and I turned it down. Maybe that's the biggest mistake.
No, that's not the one. Although, I got to tell you, I think that's going to rank pretty high, Richard, but that's...
Truly, I did. I don't think it's a mistake, but maybe... I know that she did. She wanted me to do the job. You know?
No, that's not
what was the mistake to do?
Jody, would you like to tell him now? Or should we let it go?
I did say the mistake was bringing me on this show with you, but there's still another one. I thought, since you had said it on another Tattletales, that people should not get married who are in show business, I thought that would be your mistake, getting married.
Oh, no. I'm delighted that I got married, and I have two marvelous sons.
Oh, I know that, but I just thought you said that show business people
and while they
get married.
quietly grit their teeth at each other, we will move along here. Lorraine, what will Clifton say to this?
Who was that talking to me, Bert?
That was Jody. Remember her? What's Clifton going to say is the biggest mistake he ever made in his life?
I really can't think of anything other than he has a car that he's really been having a lot of trouble with, and I sometimes wonder if he thinks it was a mistake that he got it.
Okay. So you're going to relate it to that?
That's all I can
It's all you can think of? Maybe he hasn't, told you all of those other things anyway.
Right.
So as far as you're concerned, it's this car that he's having all this trouble with, the biggest mistake he ever made. Okay, here he comes. Clifton, what would you say is the biggest mistake you ever made in your life?
That's a very hard question.
That's probably why we asked it. Yeah.
No, you asked some dumb ones, too. Oh. That's all right. Some of the, well, I've made so many, as many of us have, but I think perhaps not finishing college and getting a...
No, that was not it.
No?
But that was close, right,
What
Richard?
did you say, Lorraine? What did...
She
Well,
said,
I thought about the car.
the car that
We're
you're having a lot of trouble
with the car.
A big mistake buying that car.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, seeing as how you were majoring in auto shop, if you had gotten your degree, you would have been able to fix that car.
We're still batting 0.
Sorry about that, Clifton. Guess what, gang? Bill and Barbara get the whole pot for the red section. I can't believe it. We'll be back in a moment with our big $300 question. Don't go away now. See you in a moment.
Join me, Bob Eubanks, for Newlywed Game episodes not seen for nearly 20 years.
Just wait till we get home.
Today at 3 on Buzzer.
Here's a girl in the banana section just asked if she could volunteer for the red section. We can't allow that. This question is worth $300. Sorry about that.
They're really turning on me, aren't they?
You're going to bail yourself out right now. Here's a $300 question. Men, even the most generous people have a little bit of Ebenezer Scrooge in them. Which of you is a little bit stingier than the other? Now, remember, we're saying a little bit stingier than the other. Which one? Think it over, fellas, and we're going to find out in a moment. And they're gone. And Lorraine, between you and Clifton, which one is a little more stingier than the other?
I know I am.
You are?
I am.
You look for bargains and
I sure do.
Probably a dynamite shopper.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's the way it should be, I think. Let's bring on Clifton. Clifton, between you and Lorraine, which one would you say is a little bit stingier?
Lorraine.
That's it. You got it. You're on the board.
At least we made the board. Good work, honey. Did that person ever get up and leave, or are they still there?
No.
Oh,
are you kidding? They said it couldn't be done, and you've done it. Thank you, Clifton. Jody, what will Richard say?
I.
You are...
I wouldn't call myself stingy. I just look for bargains.
Yeah.
Also, that's not stingy, but he doesn't look for bargains at all. He
just-
buys
yeah.
what he sees.
Typically at the market, no doubt. Men are the worst shoppers in markets. I know. I go and just get what I like. And Ann says to me, "Are you crazy?" Because she'll save a nickel on the peas.
True,
you know,
I look for the cheapest
That's right.
detergent.
Sure, of
2
course.
cents less,
Men never know those things. All right, you will say you are a little more stingier. Here he comes. Richard, between you and Jody, which one would you say is a little bit stingier than the other?
Jody.
That's right. You got it. Absolutely right, sir. You like to spend money, Richard?
Yeah, I never think of it. I mean, I earn it and I spend whatever. I get whatever I want, buy whatever. But I have no great desire to know that I have it.
Yes, that's right. That's what Jody said.
I've been poor and I've been, you know,
yes,
reasonably affluent.
Yes, thank you, sir.
But I'll never get in an elevator with 9 men again.
No, I hope not. Barbara, what will Bill say?
The other night, a child came to our house and was visiting, and he was going to a sing that night, and he said he was cold and he'd like to have a coat to wear, and did we have one he could borrow? And Bill lent him our little boy's coat. So when we went out to a party, our child had no coat, and the neighbor's child was off at his sing in our child's coat. I think that's being overly generous, so I will say I'm stingier.
You're a little bit stingier than Bill is.
Yes.
Here he comes. Bill, this is it. This will decide it.
Yeah, well.
Between you and Barbara, which one would you say is a little bit stingier?
And here it is, the Christmas season, too.
Yes.
Not for the watchers, though. I would say that Barbara is.
That's right. You got it. Everybody gets it. We split it 3
Throw my
ways.
money
But
away.
guess what, gang? The red section wins it. We'll be back in a moment to let you know how much the red section is.
When search.
The red section with Bill and Barbara won $400. We had a grand $1,400. That's all we have time for. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time. Bert Conley saying so long.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.